range. So that'll be this life that you are so jealous of. You have to apply those same realities to your journey through this chair. So, just that alone, I just told you 3 things that could really screw a person up. And, it's obvious that artists need praise. Not like, oh, you're the best, oh, thank you that you're alive. Nothing like that, but just not even recognition, just be like, hey, good job on your last piece. Because I actually paid attention to your life work. And, I think you could do better because your right shoelace was a bit too loose and it was slapping it. Confuses the crap out of me. So this is the new system we're going to get familiar with. We've done it once before, but we're moving up in the digital times. And just like 4K, we've upgraded, almost making the keyboard obsolete. But my upload was like 70 Mbps, which is about, if you were to find a 1080p in ultra high quality, it would be in about 7 megabits per second. Twitch, you can only broadcast at 8. And so I think that's why I haven't been broadcasting, is because my stupid router. But I thought my ISP has been... So it took a full reset, and I went back to the regular IP usage, which is 0.0, like the 0 subnet. I was on some other subnet. And then even after that was done, I still had a problem, but I think I narrowed it down to my Windows machines, to my main Windows machine. It's got multiple network cards in there, and if you go into the settings, there's check boxes where you can checkbox stuff, and I uncheckboxed them all and made one card and internet only, so like IP4, and none of the other boxes checked. And I made one box the LAN only, so it's got a direct connection to the internet and 2 connections to the LAN, but one card is just like an inlet with no subnet, so it's supposed to be faster. It can't talk back to the router because it doesn't have a gateway IP, just the internet one, and that was only set to IP4. And that fixed a bunch of my problems. I'm gonna do that to these other machines here, but they got one, so I think it's a Windows machine problem. That, because even after my reset the router all the way to the point where you got to put in all the credentials again, but once I configured my network systems, I have a few other Windows machines on my network that could be dropping it. So I probably could get a high speed here if I configured some of my machines. I could do that right now, honestly. So we'll take a break and we're going to listen to these jams. I'm going to smoke up some. I'm going to do this and I'm going to tell you the result. Let me do one more. So this is 380 by 250. I had 250 going on for a while. The highest I had, I think, was 500, but it wasn't long. So tonight is about 480 download. Right here's my upload. 170, 180. At 180 to 240, this is our second run. It jumps up and down, but I think that shit on my network. I think there's all things on my network that's causing that, because I got some fancy ass routers, and I got this one little switch that it was a beautiful switch, but it had some feature on it like SMGP. It's a snoop thing. So every time I plug that thing in, the whole network died. I'm sure there's an explanation for that, but weird things can happen in your network. So let me tell you about that little switch I got. So I got the switch from Netgear, bought on eBay, and it can turn any router into one that works with fiber, because it tags it. So it tags it. Your Ethernet connection's tagged 201. So this thing, you can set up the ports to like pass through, but as traffic passes through, it's tagged 201, and then you plug that into your fiber box, and the shit's supposed to work better. But I think the reason why that didn't work better is because I got time, which is 3 hours left, if I want to take it, to study this part of me. So I think this part is a gift. Like, it's super amazing. It's incredible. Wish I had that kind of confidence when I just wake up. So let's turn up the tunes and jam. We're gonna smoke what's left in my bowl up here. And I want to bore you anymore with my speeches, but I come here in peace, and anything I say, I'm just trying to practice on becoming a better writer. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to offend people. I will use, like, if I sit and observe at a bus stop and you go do something stupid or even inspiring, I may use your example or my observation without you in it. I apologize if people feel guilty or like I'm picking on you. It's like, you're a great story. Thank you. I appreciate. In life, you got to appreciate it. If you appreciate life, life will appreciate you. People like, comedy movies aren't my favorite. However, a smile is much better than listening to that one comedy dude who swore every 5 seconds. I mean, he's a funny guy, but I don't need to hear him swearing I don't have a problem with swearing, but do you really gotta swear every 5 seconds? So I'd rather listen to something smiley like Mariah Carey, positive vibes. I feel that has more benefits to my day than if I weigh it down something not as productive that could open opportunities. So I don't want to involve myself in anything that doesn't hurt me from a PR, from a marketing point of view, or even put myself in a situation that could get me killed, because like, damn, we got 300 albums and it stops with me. So I mean, you got to be careful, man. Times have changed and we got internet now. No need to stand on the side of the corner and beg for a record deal or speak your opinion so much that it gets you killed. Like, there's better ways to do that, and I'm glad to be a part of a society that allows me to make all of this. If Beethoven was here, or one of the great legends of music comes and sits in this room, and we got all kind of sounds at the tip of our fingers, and they've only had a piano, just one note. I'm thankful. I used to be unthankful, and now I'm thankful. And when people know you're thankful, they're willing to help you more. They can even help you when you're sour, or when you're acting salty. But the help doesn't last long. The help will last longer if you show appreciation for what people are doing for you, and even saying like, I appreciate you and thank you for all that you do for me. That's all it takes, to brighten up someone's day, to change. It's something simple, something very simple like that. In my 20s and 30s, I didn't get it. In my early 30s. I was still kind of loving the sarcastic. I was still kind of, using and abusing my studio powers here. Fighting with words instead of fighting. 300 instrumental tracks, and then I get 50 from that, so. Or I don't get 50, but I can rap over it. So that's part of doing my job here, is stated in the contract that I get to be king shit someday. It says someday you got to be king shit, and I'm seeing the king shit already, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank everyone who's been supporting me and kept me going, pushing me towards this. This is a dream come true. Matter of fact, it is a dream come true. I be watching videos on YouTube of how these other beat producers get frustrated, so they're like, F this beat, because everyone's trying to rip my stuff off. Rip it off, man. You notice I'm going live and I make $4,000 a month. That's just 2 years into this on 20 albums. Damn. That's just 2 years into this, and these guys want to quit because they're like vets or something. Well, all right, quit and let me in, homie. Why don't you go do something else, like father your kids? It's about time you do something. About time you do something with yourself. Go father your kids. Get out of the way so the professionals can do it, aight? Because my bank account says I need to be sitting here for another 2 hours. Because this is my style, man. You can find my stuff on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Music, iTunes, Deezer, worldwide. So Beats go worldwide. Where this is my number 71421. Only hit the small portion of that. So yeah, take that. Take that, all my haters. And it's nice being a self-made man. It's nice, man, because I ain't got to do shit but wake up and come over here and sit. Because I got a broken back, and then I leave my wife to go spend the money. So everyone is jealous here. Everyone's jealous of me. Everyone's jealous of the wife. But I put the system here in plan where you could do it too, homie. You could be doing exactly what I'm doing, but instead, you're just going to sit at home and jerk off to science fiction channels. Late night shows when they got big tits trying to sell you a product that they're infomercials. That's what I would be doing if I didn't have this job. But since it takes up all my time and all my day, 4 hours a day. If you want to do that, if I put 4 hours a day in beats, man, we would have this 300 goal done. So takes work, man. If you want to have a chair like mine, I can tell you how to get here. You go to CD Baby to submit all your stuff. That's my I guess distributor, and I own 90% royalties. Go ask Mariah Carey and see how much she makes per unit, and it's probably maybe 30%. I make 90, fool. 90. I make more money than Mariah Carey. And then she buy a $10 million mansion, and then that got burnt down, so she went and bought another one. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The easiest way to find me is go to a Google or Yahoo or AOL search, whatever you use, and type in CJ001. That's going to be my first album, CJ002. So that's how we name it. So our goal is the CJ300. It's fairly easy, man. Any album, all you got to do is put in those 5 short letters to get what you're looking for. And that's what it is. Writing tutorials for all of the children out there who want to listen to my So here's the thing about brain power. Confusion is king. Like, you don't go out of your way, make it obvious that you're notice they're confused. The trick is to not stand in one place long enough to get confused. You always know where home's at if you can learn to look at your city from a different way. Let's try to get lost today. If you know your city up and down, like you do your butthole, if you know your situation in and out, up and down, then you can probably find your way home drunk, high, with a broken heart, with no money. You can probably figure it out. Versus, let's go to a new town and go through all of this, what I'm going through now. Let's just do it. It's because, you know, life's too good for me at the moment. I need to feel crappier and then take a picture of it so everyone sees how sad I am. I need to make sure they see full sadness on these pictures. So, I mean, if I need to walk outside in the rain and torture myself to look extra cold, let's just do all these horrible things to myself to feed the pity gods and the pity market. I will run my Twitter game searching for bitches appreciation, and I will go out of my way to stub my toe and take a picture of it so you could get the full expression. I'm in it for you. I'm in it for the camera that's always on record. My thumb has to be on the button so it could go back 5 seconds and catch the whole thing. And then I upload it to YouTube and I wait for the comments Can't wait to see what they're going to type about this situation. It's going to be so great. Having this psychotic episode in your head that no one can see because it's just what we do on a daily basis. I'm a mind F you, but you can't do it to me because I'm too great and powerful. See, I'm different. That's what you losers and couch potatoes just don't know is I'm so unique. My emotions are quality than your cheapazoids. Something's wrong with you. I never think about, but let me tell you about something me real quick in how I feel about the situation. And it's I just don't know how I'm ever gonna get through it without your support and suggestions. Without your support and empathy, please send your prayers because we're going through something real hard right now and I really need you to talk about me so I can laugh myself to sleep. I'm really trying to bank on your emotion and suck all the attention out because it's all about that and pile of waffles. You thinking about me? Okay, I was just checking because I am just the one you need to be thinking about, because I think about myself nonstop, and so do you. What's my favorite color? What? No, idiot, it's green. I thought we were best friends and all, but now, I don't know. Maybe this person should be you're my best friend now, aren't you? See? You're my best friend too. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're meant to be best friends forever. Yes. And we were built like that. Jesus wanted us to be friendly. But why do we fight, man? I want to be a friend. We fight because we don't hold the same information in our heads. Bro, the store is this way. I know the fastest way to get there. Nuh-uh, you could go this way and down that aisle and take a left, and it's seriously, it's right there. It's 5 steps closer. Do it. Nah, man, it's this way. Who will win? What do you win? Kind of prize? Satisfaction guaranteed? Satisfaction is guaranteed. Only if you want to. I mean, it's your choice if you want to feel satisfied or even guaranteed. It's all about how you look about it and the information you now possess. Information is a game changer. Yes, it is. If I knew what your tits looked like underneath that shirt, I wouldn't have to think so long. I just know. So it pays to understand the complexities of life. As simple as it may be. It pays to know how to use a keyboard. It pays to know how to use your voice. It pays to know how to thrust my penis into your tight hole, it pays. There is free accessories if you can work the block. Commission checks nonstop. Everyone loves a person who knows an answer that they're concerned about, but no one loves someone who just needs you to know that they know it all. You're like, yo, I know this guy who can fix it, versus, hey bro, did you know I can fix it? I mean, that makes my dick go limp. No homo. I'm just saying, we can share that bowl of pudding, but it doesn't look as delicious now because I saw your spoon. Or we could share a bowl of cereal, but I saw your greasy lips all up in the milk jug. We could chill after work sometime, but would you get offended if I brought my own milk jug? I mean, I don't know if your hand has been inside the cereal box, too, since I've seen your greasy lips all up in the milk jug. Just some things I think about, you know, on the downtime while I'm waiting for my turn to play Nintendo. Happy New Year Eve, man. Welcome to Creative Wind Studios. You got an hour and a half left of my hocus pocus, of my bully practicing whole reputation. Then he had this weird overdose with propofol. Like, all right, king of pop, look at Elvis. He died on the toilet because trying to pop out a deuce. And I was probably in his shoes before. It sucks when you get so constipated that eventually when you start going, you, like, I don't know how it was done, cut off a major artery in your body near your lung, so you can't regenerate oxygen in your blood. I don't know if it's possible, but it's happened to me. Like, my body was lacking oxygen as I was on the toilet, as I was pushing. Somehow it disconnects. I don't understand it, but I was dying and I knew what was happening. I was like, damn, yo, I'm gonna pass out here real soon if I don't get what's ever happening. Or like, you start to sweat, have hot sweats, your whole body starts tingling, you know, like your arm does when you sit on it after eating that extra bonus size candy bar package that your mom got you for your birthday because you did such a good job mowing the grass. And, you know, you were watching TV and you sat on your hands because your hands were cold, and they got that numb feeling like your ass gets sometimes when you're, you know, sitting on your butt clearing a bag of potato chips, waiting for the commercial, looking for the next flavor to get. You know, that same feeling? That's what I was feeling. But it was like you know what was happening, not wait till you move type. Like, you knew what was happening. It was like, oh shit, you know, I'm gonna pass out. Like, that shit was scary. That's how Elvis went out. Like, I swear to God, man. And I've been in those same position. Because I'd be on opiates, just like Elvis. But now we got better drugs to handle the situation. King of Pop dies on toilet. Face down, ass up. That's the way he was effed. Face down, ass up. That's the way he was effed. So really, do any of us care? Because we're all gonna go out a real horrendous way. None of us thought that Michael J would be taken from propofol. None of us thought that Elvis was gonna be taken from face down, ass up. That's the way he was effed. No one. Face down, ass up. That's the way he left. Yes. You can't prepare, man. Alright, hold on.
Damn girl, you hot.
I think that's me. Oh, that's my video game.
We should come back. Mother sucker. Head back to my hotel. Get yourself bare. Naked. So you can dance in your underwear. So let me see your insecurities. That's what's the hottest about a girl. Is when she gets uncomfortable for you. And does it anyway. Get it on the pole. Get it on the pole. Yeah, she doing it for you. Get it on the pole. Get it, get it, get it, get it on the pole, yeah. She gets it on the pole. Meow. She does it for you, bro. No, why don't you go do it for her? Well, I don't know, whatever she says, yeah. Get it. Get it, Happy New Year. Get it. Happy New Year. Get it. Well, we have CJ021 coming around. We're listening to it right this moment. Got, it's right up there, or somewhere. 50 tracks. This one still has some new stuff, but it's got some old ones, so now we have 150 freestyles. 7, 14, 21. After this, we'll most likely stop for a while and then release some beat CDs. Maybe we'll start pounding out those because we have a backlog here, quite a bit, at least 20 CDs worth, 10 CDs to delete. But there's a lot there. Another 1,000 tracks probably. And it's easy to make them now, so I'm excited to get back in the groove. I just been getting this one done. Freestyles take longer than the beats. They're just a different process from start to beginning, or start to end. Whereas freestyle, it's a different process. We use the beats that we already are done and created, and we have a whole stack of them here that we haven't listened to yet. So that'll be the goal once this one's out. I'd say today's the 29th. When's the 1st? That's my due date. On the benefit as an individual. Being married, I've been married now for a while, and you know, she lives upstairs and I live downstairs, and we couldn't be more happier. Inside, I feel a sadness that we have to do this because that's basically what we want. You know, I like it, she likes it, but I feel bad because I don't sleep next to, you know, my wife. I don't get to cuddle and do all that stuff, but we do it together, you know, at some other time. And it's weird when, no, it's not weird, but it usually happens when you don't have enough space to breathe, And especially if you're different people, it can make the relationship hard. And we were trying to make it work, sleeping in the same bed, and I was trying to make it work being on their schedule, like theirs, because mine is all over the place all the time. It's real hard for me to stick to one schedule. It's difficult, man. And so I just bounce around. And that's my favorite. Because it's just like, it's not stressful. And I can do that because I guess my life permits it. Continue talking, man, about the birds and the bees. Walking to success. Here I am at 5 in the morning. Put together the 20th album. I could rewind myself 10 years ago. And, at least I got something now. Before, when I was doing websites, I didn't have anything. So I had domains and I had websites and I had blogs, but it just didn't feel like I had anything. But it feels like I have real estate, like futuristic real estate. And it's an investment. I don't make a lot, in actuality, it's sad. And, but I the only advertising I do is YouTube and these live videos. I don't advertise yet. I'm too busy just working on these albums. And I know it's probably naive of me to do this, but I feel that I don't need advertising from the amount of work we're going to do. It should be enough to eventually, maybe in the beginning, yeah, but later in life, wouldn't that be a waste of money? And by then, I could have money to waste, where now I don't. So I'm not trying to waste money. I'm trying to make everything that I'm pulling in here worth it, and it goes to the right places, and no one's feeling stressed, and bills are getting paid, and that's right now, that's my only concern, and we're passing. And even if I was to go back 1 year, which is what I usually do, I go back a year or two, but in business I go back a year and be like, okay, how much money did I make a year ago in a week, and compare it now. And I mean, it's still better now. So that calms me out, because I don't have to worry. And right now I feel like I got something where I feel good at the end of the year. When it comes to 2019, I feel good about myself. I feel good about where I am in life versus I feel real crappy about myself. And that's a horrible feeling. It's a helpless feeling. And a lot of us feel it constantly. We're trying not to feel that. And especially with my skill set, I mean, how embarrassing is it to be at my age making the salary that I do with knowledge and the tools and all of this. I mean, it is a bit embarrassing, but again, we are working towards the greater goal here of 300, and I can't get sidetracked on appearances and all that other stuff. My body seems to be failing slowly, so my mind is definitely here, focused on what needs to get done in the future, and I'm not worried about the front page publicity, or I'm not worried about being on the top 10 list. I'm not worried about impressing people. We impress when we just do. There's no trying, we do. So the goal here is just to do, and everything will come. Does that make sense? It's like, this month I probably should have bought 4 albums because they were $69 a piece. That would have been $240. And I could have bought these parts next month. Could have waited. And then we would have been ahead more. So that was a bad move on my part. Instead, next month we'll be right where we're at now, but with the regular sale price of $89. So I could get 3. Thousand downloads. It's not a bunch. 3,000 downloads within 24 hours. Alright, so now that I got that over with, I'm all over the place, man. Just Google search me. CWSPOD. And we are working for Creative Wind Studios, production, online delivery. And this is original production. These freestyles to find the beats to make the CDs, to complete my 2 CDs. We already bought 20 and 22. Since we're going slow, I bought these parts instead of 5 CDs. Forgive me. But eventually we're going to start putting this workload on myself of 500 original tracks within 2 months. So when I set myself goals like that, we get into it. It gives me something to wake up, and we go for it. These are investments, guaranteed property investments for 180 years, 70 years past my death. That's how long the royalties will be continued to be paid. 90%. So if you want to make music, I didn't want to make music, but knowing I'll talk a lot is one of the better things than try to please people. I ain't much of a people pleaser. If anything, I piss you off and you unsubscribe, so I wouldn't work too well with AdSense and ad revenue. But since I am a registered member of BMI, that's a place that keeps track of when people listen. Google's now got to pay me, so that's why websites came up with a subscription. Spotify can listen to unlimited amounts of music for $15. I'm not sure what it is. And part of that $15 goes to every person you listen to. They keep track. Every site's like that. YouTube, If you go on YouTube, have premium, which I do.